You don't need to put up another touchdown in your career, and you've got one for the ages. How did you lay out to make that catch?
It was just routine from practice. We already rehearsed that catch, so it was just normal for me. So when I caught it, it was just like, oh my God, I caught it. But it felt good though.
It was in such a critical moment coming off of that Baker Mayfield 3rd and 14 run. What can you say about your quarterback in that situation?
He's the MVP. I mean, I never played with a guy like that ever. Like that shows that competitiveness. Well, I play with two, but like he's definitely up there. Like I don't know what else to say. He's the MVP, man.
This team doesn't have Godwin. It doesn't have Edmonds. Ibuka goes down in the game, and yet you guys continue to grind it out. What does that say about the depth of this team?
Well, it just shows that we're relentless. Like we have a lot of guys in the room that contribute to the team, and we just available when our time is needed, and it's really just doing our job when our name is called. So thank God for that opportunity for that last one of those guys, and knowing that we got guys that's down, but we're still going to try to do our best to be out there and win.
I don't know if you heard the MVP chants for Baker at the end of that game. It's actually hard to miss at this point. But what is this team doing right now that feels so special?
We just work, man. Like the work that we put in day in, day out, like you don't work harder than us. I don't think no team in the country or in this world work harder than us. So we come out here every Sunday and just oppose our will on every team.
Great game, and you got to get that one framed because you're going to wait till you see the highlight of your touchdown. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hope you just saw it. The man who's got him working, Todd Bowles, just beat the 49ers. Here he is at the podium. This is new on SportsCenter.
Evening.
Any idea on the severity of Emeka Ibuka's injury?
Right now it's a hamstring, still evaluating it.
Todd, your pass rush came alive tonight with 6 sacks or so. Could you just talk about the constant pressure that you guys were able to put under Mac Jones tonight?
I think they did a good job tonight. We talked about it all week, getting more pressure and challenging them guys to get more pressure and work together a lot more. They really started the game off right. They got off the ball the whole night. Credit to them. They did a heck of a job.
How can you talk about your receiver depth to be down essentially your top 4 and get big plays from Tez and Cam like you did tonight?
Tez and Cam really stepped up tonight, came into their own. The talent was always there, just understanding the offense, and those guys can play. We feel like we're very deep in that room. We can't afford to lose any more, but we feel like we're very deep in that room, and I thought those two guys really did a hell of a job tonight.
Dean had one of those sacks, but he also had an interception. What would you say about the performance that he had?
That was Dean's first sack that I've seen in my career, and that was probably the best play I can say next to Mike Evans getting 1,000 yards last year that I have ever seen him make. So that goes down in history for me.
49ers banged up, lost this one. Here's Kyle Shanahan, new on SportsCenter.
Dislocated. I think it broke 2. So we'll end up having surgery. Yeah. I mean, it's big. I mean, anytime you lose one of your best players, also a huge leader. So obviously a huge blow. Feel bad for Fred right now. He was in good spirits, though. He's got a good foundation, and but got a lot of faith in Tatum, and he's the next man up, and he's going to have to do it throughout the year. Just intense competitive conversation between 2 people, and at the end of the second quarter, but we were good. I thought Mac did a pretty good job. I thought that last turnover, the last pick was a tough one. On the first one on the game, we were hot on a blitz, and we didn't get the right side adjustment. He's got to throw that, and we had a bust on the route. I don't put that one on him. Thought he did some good things today, but nothing on him. It was on everyone collectively. Made too many mistakes offensively, defensively. Just not good enough.
All right, you heard Kyle Shanahan there talking about his team all banged up, but especially Fred Warner. You saw him go down with injury, Coach, in that first quarter. He mentioned that maybe his ankle, I think he was talking about, dislocated, broke 2, think he's going to have surgery. You talk about a player like Fred Warner, Hall of Famer, this kind of injury, this point in his career. Do you think he can get back to the player he has been all this time?
Well, we're hoping that, and we're praying for Fred Warner. I mean, how he plays the game of football and what he means to this organization, just what he means to people that love football, the way he plays, you know, his energy and how he carries himself on a football field. And you think about 49ers, I mean, they've been very competitive in all these games. They're a 4-2 football team.
Yeah.
And you say 4-2, that's pretty good. And think about all the guys that have had to play because of injuries.
Yeah.
And this is a great job by this coaching staff. Look, they lost to a good football team today. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are a good team, especially at home. And Baker Mayfield is playing at an MVP level. So their problem is they continue to get starters hurt. And when does that sink the boat eventually? And hopefully it doesn't, because these guys are very competitive. They're a prideful organization. But it's been tough for these guys.
Well, how about Baker Mayfield? A couple years ago, everybody was ripping him.
Yeah.
Now, getting MVP chance, saying, hey, it's just week 6, pump the brakes. Coach, you've been on the Baker bus for weeks. Where does he stand for you now after this one?
Well, he's the front runner for MVP. We think about the Bucs and think about the NFC part of it. They're the first team in the NFC side of it to have 5 victories already. They're 5-1.
Unbelievable.
And you wouldn't know that, you know, because they're Tampa Bay and they're in the South, and you know. But Baker Mayfield is playing. He's a guy now that when the Bucs play, whether you're a Buc fan or not, you want to watch him play. You want to watch his competitiveness. That's what he brings to the table. And I say it every week. This guy is their energy bunny for this football team. The way he plays, he runs, he throws. Whatever he has to do to win a football game, he's going to do it.
Yeah, and what's amazing is his coach was in disbelief over him making that run. His receiver thinks he's an MVP. Just lost to Bucca. Evans out. Godwin banged up all season, and he's still getting it done at an MVP level. Meanwhile, on the other side, I want to ask about Mac Jones, because I got to say, another guy who was counted out at a couple different organizations. First loss in 4 starts. What do you make of the job that he's done with Brock Purdy out?
Well, think about it. He went 3-1 as a starter, and that keeps the 49ers afloat. They're 4-2 in this division, NFC West, obviously. So they're right with everybody else right now, playing with the backup quarterback, playing with numerous injuries. And now they lose Warner as well.
Yeah.
And so this organization right now, because of their coaching staff and because of the players inside that locker room, the next guy up mentality is a part of this. And this is why they're 4-2, sitting still in a good spot, right? Purdy's going to come back, and that's going to give them a little buzz. So this team will be competitive the whole season.
Sick after that loss, because each half, you know, I thought the defense in the first half gave us a chance. The offense had those 4 possessions that didn't generate any offense and give us a chance there to take a lead, take a tie into halftime, and then second half offense came out. I thought played well, and you know, defense just couldn't quite get off the field. So when we talk about complementary football, that's what we're talking about, and it wasn't overall good enough. You see pieces that we can lean into and continue to grow. But losing this game on the road, there's no consolation there. We expected to win. I thought we should have won the game. Credit to them. They did all the things that they needed to do to get this win, and we came up short. And that's just a cumulative team effort over the course of the game.
Joe, just overall thoughts on how your first game went here?
Well, I thought as an offense we settled in, you know, probably sometime in the second quarter. Not that we were able to get over the hump in that quarter, but we came out and played a good second half. You know, but usually against a good football team, playing one good half isn't going to be good enough. But we gave ourselves a chance down the end, and I think we did some good things, but just not enough early on. Oh, listen, I think we settled down a little bit, started to get in a little rhythm. I think that first drive really helped. I mean, anytime you can keep a defense, it's not easy when you have to go 20 plays to score a touchdown, but anytime you can keep a defense on the field that long, it is to your advantage. I think you can wear them out a little bit, and you know, it's not like we ran the ball for a ton of yards, but we did have some pretty good runs in terms for first down conversions, and you know, you could start to feel the physicality of us kind of pick up as the game went on.
Tell you what, he acquitted himself well. 40 yards passing in the first quarter. Looked like he was done for. Ended up with 219, 2 tutties, no interceptions. Talk about the job Joe Flacco did and whether or not the Bengals can be a successful team with him.
Well, Joe Flacco gives the Bengals hope. He is what I call the ultimate professional football player. He's a pro's pro. He's been around this game longer than most coaches have been in the National Football League, right? He brings a wealth of experience. And I think if you're in this organization as a player and you watch the way Joe Flacco goes about his business and how long this guy has played, that resonates in the locker room. You know, that Joe Flacco gives us a chance. Now, he can't do it all by himself. Whether they win this division or not, I think it's Pittsburgh's division to lose right now. The way this division is kind of stacking up and the way Pittsburgh's playing, especially defensively, taking the ball away. They play complementary football. Aaron Rodgers plays, has some. But Joe Flacco now gives Cincinnati a chance to be competitive.
It's interesting. Zach Taylor said he expected to win this game, which I think is interesting because he just got Flacco in the building. But you know what he is, and he delivered that today. Just didn't deliver the win.
It's all about staying connected. 11 as one, 33 as one, and we stay connected in offense, defense, and the kicking game, and that's what we harped on all week, man. Just staying true to us and staying true to what we do. And it started slow, but we came out in the second half and show what we do.
The game changed in about 90 seconds. You start out strong in the second half and then capitalize on that turnover. This game's about sudden change. How do you stay patient in waiting for that moment to happen and then jumping on it?
Yeah, I think it's about seizing the moment. Like you said, just whenever it's going to come, because we know it's going to come, there's going to be a break in the game. And so when that happens, you got to keep the foot on the gas. And so once we got that turnover by Q and that interception, man, it was up from there. And so, shout out to the offense for, staying connected, like I said, and just keeping the foot on the gas.
Well, whether it's Cam Curl, whether it's Puka Nacua, you never want to see that. Injuries are one of the worst parts of this. He tried to give it a go. Even Blake Corum came back, ended up making some good runs in the second half. I thought that was awesome. Puka tried to be able to give it a go, just didn't feel good enough, and I apologize for that. I just don't know enough about really what's going on and how he's going to feel and how he's going to respond. He maybe could have really pressed through, but we were kind of more being smart than anything, so I do apologize for that, Sarah. But I don't like it anytime a player gets injured, no matter who it is.
It definitely stings, to have just 3 points on the board as offense. We pride ourselves on having a lot of playmakers and being able to score points, which we didn't do today. We got down there, and they held us out of the end zone. Those 3 plays, which we all know we have to be better and get the ball in there on the 1 yard. That's unacceptable as far as us.
Johnny mentioned Lamar for sure back for Bears as soon as that.
Well, for sure, I'm saying so, but I don't know. Well, that's how life is sometimes. You can't predict everything. It's still the future, but that's the hope.
Wow. Now, who saw this coming? Ravens 1-5. Meanwhile, the Steelers are 4-1. Ravens obviously can't score without Lamar. He's maybe going to be back next week after the bye week. So how do you see the AFC North shaping up?
Well, right now, if you looked at it, if you've listened to your eyes, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers division to lose right now. Now, I say that, but I also say this. The Baltimore Ravens have hope all of a sudden, even though they didn't win today. You know what I saw today?
What?
The Baltimore Ravens defense finally showed up.
Okay.
Because this was a defense giving up almost 35 points a game. They didn't have Lamar Jackson today. Played a pretty good Ram offense that can score the ball, right?
Yeah.
And we're competitive in this game. So can they continue to do that defensively when they get Lamar Jackson back? Well, if they can do that, they got a shot. But right now, it's Pittsburgh. Think about it, Pittsburgh. Cincinnati, Joe Flacco's the quarterback. In Cleveland, they have a rookie quarterback.
Right.
So you look at Pittsburgh Steelers are sitting pretty good right now.
Yeah, they're looking pretty good. Meanwhile, Ravens, just keep this in mind, 1-5. Only 4 teams in the Super Bowl era have made the playoffs, starting 1-5.
It's hard.
Yes.
That one buckled up. I definitely say it was a little personal. Just wanted to get the win and have a great performance from my end. And like I said, those guys allowed me to do it, and we was able to get the job done again.
Rico had a few things to say about the Cowboys coming into this. He told them to buckle up. What did you see from your teammate today?
His energy is contagious. We noticed that this is a revenge game for him, and we wanted to play behind him.
Who he is, a dog, an elite player, someone that has that competitive spirit every weekend. And, that was great for us because he challenged all of us to have his back. That we know it meant something to him. We love him, so we wanted to make sure that we had his back. We believe in each other. We trust in each other. This is great. We're going to enjoy it for 24 hours, and then we're going to turn the page and figure out how we can execute next week.
Congrats on the win. Thanks, Bryce.
Appreciate it.
Who is this Rico Dowdle?
Oh, boy.
He said he was going to prove the Cowboys they should have kept him, and he did exactly that. 239 yards from scrimmage. NFL record for the most in a player's first game against a former team. It also happens to be the Panthers' single-game franchise record. So here's Brian Schottenheimer on the losing side talking about this game.
Matt's a great coach. Matt's a great coach. He's been around. Everywhere he's ever been, he's had good defenses, and it's not just Matt by himself. Matt's trying. The players are trying. This is not a lack of effort. This is not
that we go against them every day. I mean, it's an iron sharpen iron mentality. I understand the players and the pieces that they have over there. You see them working each and every day. You see them getting better. At the end of the day, they're getting better. I mean, the communication, they're getting the ball out, and so they're going to get better. It's a long season. It's a long season. We got a lot of great players. We got guys getting healthy, guys coming back. That's only going to make this team better, more explosive, and just we got to keep our heads and keep working, understand it's a process, and it is a loss, but it's also we got to take something and learn from it.
Sadly, one of those players coming back is not Micah Parsons, and that's not good for Dallas. Plenty of offense for the Cowboys. One of the league's best. Only the Bills average more yards per game. However, that D, dead last in the NFL, as they're the only team allowing over 400 yards per game, and seemingly all of that given up to Rico Dowdle. Woof. So the Cowboys, they just keep playing this Jekyll and Hyde game each week, week to week. Can they win the NFC East playing like this?
No.
No.
And offensively they can, but there's a problem. You got to play defense. And their defense was a little bit better today, but it's not very good. And I don't know how they're going to fix it. But Dak Prescott in this offense, they are marvelous. I mean, they can score points with anybody. So when you break this division down right now, think of the Dallas Cowboys where they're at, okay. Now you look at the Philadelphia Eagles, and all of a sudden they had another hiccup, and now the hiccup started on defense. It wasn't offense. The offense was kind of clunky, but now on defense, they have problems covering people. So they got exposed with that, right? So now you think about who's maybe the better team in this division. We know the Giants are starting a young quarterback, right? They're not. So the Washington Commanders now, they're the leader in the pack.
Wow.
The Washington Commanders. And they were good last year. Remember, they split with the Philadelphia Eagles. So this Washington Commander team, to me, they're the best team in the division right now.
I think it's pretty simple. That sucks. You know, the way you can make it suck more? Like, I think I'm not worried about the team staying together. I'm worried about us getting our football right.
I think it starts with the leadership in helping articulate that for the guys, and then what we're expecting out of the guys, right? We're expecting this. Are we getting that? Are we not getting that? We have guys showing up to player-only meetings late, guys not showing up to player-only meetings. Like, there's a lot that goes into that. Do we have to make this mandatory? Do we not have to make this mandatory? So it's a lot of things of that nature that we got to get cleaned up, and it starts with the little things like that.
Player-led meetings are extra things outside of, you know, what I demand. We've been very accountable. To me, it sounds like there was something on his mind with regard to the specific meetings with a couple individuals that he was trying to get corrected by being with direct communication. So, you know, I think that's the only way to lead. As far as where we've been at as a program, I think you know, we've opened the air on all of that, and it's very clear what our how we hold people accountable, and you know where my what's non-negotiable with all those things. So clearly he's sending a message, but from my standpoint, you know, everything that I've asked of the guys, they have delivered on, and so I'm sure whomever he's talking to, they'll deliver as well, as he's a direct communicator with his teammates.
That was an oddly circumspect answer. So when you hear that sound, what do you think?
That they have to get the locker room right. And Tua mentioned it, and he's the guy, he's the quarterback. He understands that. And there's probably 3 or 4 more guys that have some leadership qualities on this football team. This team has too much talent to play like this. You know, this was a team when Coach took over, you know, they were high flying and you wanted to watch them, right? And now they've kind of become a team that finds a way to lose games, right? And that's never good. So there's some soul searching being done now, and how they respond to all this. They're seeing all this on television and what they've said and all the comments, and now this is one of those deals. It's nice to have a players meeting. Who's leading the meeting, right? And are the players accountable to each other? Because you don't want to waste a season.
Yeah.
Right? This could be a wasted season all of a sudden because of finger pointing. And you're going to find out what type of football team you are going forward now. They're a 1-5 football team.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? And you might not make the playoffs, but you're 1-5. Can you get it corrected? Yeah. Do the players want to get it corrected? Because I say it all the time. At the end of the day, the players play. Coaches coach, players play. You're the one that has to go on the field and actually play the game, the players. And I've sat in both seats, okay?
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, you're a professional football player. How you want to go out? We're 1-5, boys. We got nothing to lose right now. How you want to handle this, right? That's the conversation they're going to have in that locker room.
Yeah. If they show up on time for that conversation, as two is.
You would hope they would.
Whew.
So I knew we were getting the ball back, and I think it was like 3rd and 7 or 3rd and 8. And at that point, we didn't know if we got the first down or not, because I know one ref was saying yes, no, and was no. So once it got the 4th down, guys, I'm not about to sit there and try to get a playoff, and they will get the ball back. And I think they had a timeout left and give them a chance to kick a field goal. I don't think that's the smartest thing to do. So let's just end the half, we get the ball back, and see if we can get a chance to score.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is our thought was not let them, in the half with the ball. We wanted to end the half with the ball, and we were trying to play it like that. So that was kind of the goal right there.
Is he going to be your quarterback next week, or would you?
Come on, man. What kind of question is that?
He did not have a good game. I mean, I think it's a fair point.
There's a number of guys that, sometimes this league is like this, and there are guys that have bad games. That doesn't mean you just bench them. Come on, you know better than that.
So the Jets had 45 yards passing this morning, but they lost 55 yards in sacks. So I stand corrected. -10 net passing yards. Fewest by any team in the game since 1998. The Jets were sacked 9 times today. That's the same number of completions that they had. Now, Coach, you and I were talking about this on the break. I watched this entire game, and I kept thinking, is it the game plan? Is it Justin Fields? Because nothing about this attack feels inspiring to me. What is it to you that is wrong with this team offensively? Is it Justin Fields just not good enough as a quarterback, or is it the game plan?
Well, I just think right now this is a team with not a lot of confidence on offense.
So it's a whole team thing.
Yeah, and I think defensively they've been carrying the water.
Yeah.
And now the water's starting to leak because it's too much. And look, I know when you work for this network, you're not supposed to pull for teams and all that stuff, but this is a team that I've been associated with. They gave me my first job as a head coach. And for them to play like this on the road in London, that ride home, there's a lot of soul searching now. And we're going to find out about these guys, about the players now, right? And they might take a boat. I'd put them on a boat.
Just so they have enough time.
So a couple of days. Just come on over, travel a couple of days. Just you don't have to get home all in one night. But I want this organization to be successful. I want Aaron Glenn to be successful. He was a former Jet. I had the awesome job of coaching him there when he played for me, right? And so this was just bad for these guys. Yeah. This is as low as you can get. So now they got to figure it out because the season's not over yet. It's not over yet.
Can't get any worse, New York.
Not over yet.
Can't get any worse. Come on. Bring it back, Jets. League is fun when you win.
Boy.
You play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game.
You know what?
Right.
You know what?
What?
You see that speech right there?
Uh-huh.
You know what our record was?
What?
We were 2-5.
At that time.
2-5.
Yeah.
And we won a division.
Ooh.
Remember that, Jets.
Ooh.
You're 1-5 right now. Go play. Go play football. Go do what you're supposed to do.
You know what they need? They need you to come talk to them.
No. They got a good coach. Go do what you do. We were 2-5.
All right. Well, speaking of that, who played to win the game today?
Oh, boy. Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones. Think about what he's done. He is playing out of sight right now. I just love the way he's playing. And these Colts, they're a hard out. Look at his numbers here. Look at the numbers. The Colts, you keep wanting the shoe to fall off for the Colts. They just keep winning. Daniel Jones is playing good.
I know it's early, and I know I probably asked this way too much. Are they a legit Super Bowl contender?
Well, wait a minute.
I know
we got a lot of football left.
I know.
But Daniel Jones is playing well. Good for him and good for the Colts.
Yeah, good for him. Give him his flowers. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate the time, as always.
I'm sorry for getting so excited.
No, I want you to go and speak to the Jets.
Oh, boy.
I want you, Jets, Aaron Glenn, call this man. Get inspired. Go to the playoffs. Maybe.